welcome to my channel. I am the Witchy Dragon. If you are new to my channel, welcome in. I appreciate that you've decided to check out what's going on in The Sims 4 and you chose my video to take a look at. Thank you so much. Those of you who are returning, welcome back. I appreciate that you are back and supporting me. If you could, all of you could like and subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate. It does look like in the algorithms that I have a lot more people looking at my videos, but yet not subscribed to my channel. So if you could do that, it doesn't cost anything and it does help me and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So without further ado, I am not going to light some incense tonight. We're just gonna dive in and move forward. So I tried to do this morning before I left. I tried to make this video and look at this before I went to work today, and blah blah blah, everything fell apart, so we're just doing it. So Sims 4 made a huge update, and I've seen a little bit of James Turner that he was doing the build objects with the new pack, but I really hadn't seen anything on what the update was going to be and look like. So we are going to dive into this. I have it sitting over here. So I know you can't see my mouse, which is fine, but the update took place yesterday and I did not update until this morning when I woke up. So it says, Sul Simmers, we're love struck to share this abundance of new base game features and pack fixes. This is a big thing. So what's new in The Sims 4? All for love, romantic boundaries, which is very interesting. I love that it's got some arrows pointing here and there in the cast, which is Create a Sim. And I thought that was really cool. And I am drinking some cappuccino tonight. Because Witchy need a little cappuccino. I'm just saying. All right. So real life relationships are nuanced and complex. Let me try to put that back in the... I'll just try to roll down. I said real life relationships are nuanced and complex. Romantic boundaries bring some of that into The Sims 4 by enabling you to define the conditions under which your Sims become jealous. These live in create a sim along the gender and sexual orientation options in the identity panel, and you can change them at any point in time, which is cool. And that is, I guess, what's going on over here. All right. So does your sim become jealous from non-physical romance? Non-physical romance consists of social interactions that do not involve physical touch. Examples, flirting and complimenting appearance. Which I find interesting that complimenting someone's appearance would be listed under like a flirty non-physical romance, because I compliment people's appearances all the time, not expecting to be a love interest of theirs. I just feel that when you see something and you think they look great, you should just tell them. But whatever, this is The Sims, not real life. Okay, does your sim become jealous from physical romance? Physical romance consists of socials that do involve physical touch. Examples, kissing and holding hands. Okay, does your sim become jealous from woohoo? This applies to woohoo for young adults and older and mess around for teens. Okay, is your sim open to changing the factors that cause them to become jealous? Yes. Means the sim can be asked in live mode to reconsider their feelings surrounding jealousy for the settings above. The defaults for all of these will be yes for sims in your existing games, so that you can be the one to decide if you want a different behavior. The new sims that the game makes can run the spectrum. Okay. I thought this is interesting. Hiding relationships. What is this? As your sims are dating or simply going about their daily lives, their relationship panel will accumulate more and more sims. Okay. Tired of it being cluttered with random sims that you met once and have no desire to meet again? I know that happens a lot. I don't know if it happens to you, but it happens to me. or have an ex that you want to scrub from your contacts. Okay, well, good news. Now you can remove those Sims who are not members of your household by selecting them in the relationship panel and selecting hide relationship. Make room for the Sims who really matter. So that is a cool update because I played Sims for some Sims, and it's like they have so many people in their relationship that you're like, oh my God, and you're scrolling trying to find the one you're looking for. I see that a lot on James Turner's. I bet he is gonna love this because some of his Sims know so many family members all the way down, and it's just like crazy. Okay, so the next says neutral relationship names. Okay, the language for Sims relationships now is more neutral to be more inclusive. Oh, okay. So husband/wife is now spouse. I like that. Fiance/fiance engaged. Like that. Boyfriend/girlfriend partner. I really like that a lot. I think that as we move through life right now, we have changes coming on, and I've been getting at where I work, particularly instead of using husband wife, I've been using spouse. When given a chance to use spouse instead of husband and wife, I've been doing that. So that is good. One place where you can see this is in a Create a Sim. Select the identity button, which looks like the three dots. Okay, we see the three dots over here on the left. And then go to the household relationship panel, which is the two Sims that are next to each other. Okay, partner status. Previously, the partner's relationship could only be established through gameplay. Now you can set it within Create a Sim between two Sims in your household. Well, I know we could do some relationship, but partners, I don't think we could. So that's good. I know we could do child and married. I think it was your child, your parent, brother, or sibling, or something like that. Okay, Create a Sim eyelashes. Let us move to this most important feature. Thank you, the Sim gods. Okay, so eyelashes now have their own category, which was so important. I'm just saying it really needed it. As you all know, some eye shapes have eyelashes as a part of them. Now, Sims can have separate eyelashes applied independently from the shape of the eye. And since they are in their own category, they also are compatible with other accessories such as glasses, piercings. The base game includes two styles of lashes for a more dramatic look for your Sims. And they show them there. It says, seriously, it's for everyone. Free. For free today, right now. I love that. That has been needed because I have wanted to see the lashes. And so I have a lot of CC. So I bet a lot of CC is going to update because I have not been able to use any jewelry. I just stopped taking, not even trying to do jewelry. And I miss jewelry. But I just stopped it because it interfered. So thank you, Sim Guru Gods. Thank you. Okay. Apply all to outfits button. Okay. So it looks like we got a new button. All right. And it says apply hairstyle. Oh, it looks like you can just click and you can use, oh my God, this is going to save me so much freaking time. Oh my goodness, this is wonderful. Okay, let's read this. The days of manually finding and selecting the same accessory, makeup, hat, hair, top, bottom, full body outfit, or footwear for each outfit are gone. Okay. Now you can hit this single button to apply the item to every outfit at once. This just saved 20 minutes to an hour. Love that makeup look you just perfected in your Sims everyday style. Now you can apply it to multiple categories. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is a wonderful thing. Found the perfect pair of pants for your party outfit, but applied it to every day by accident. You can just select specific categories to copy to as well. This works on all ages with all types of occult sims. We can't believe it either. Is today the best day ever? Yes, today is the best day ever. What? Okay. It says note currently the apply all button adds the selected item to your Sims outfits. It does not remove outfit pieces, only adds or replaces. So I don't know what that means. Adds or replaces. Okay, I think I understand. It says, we look forward to any feedback you might have on this new feature so we can continue to improve it to meet your cast needs and future releases. Thank you. Okay, we have some updated hairstyles. Oh, I like that added the fringe hair. Okay. I like that. It says, is that a new hairstyle or are you just happy to see me? Yes, we are happy to see you. And yes, it is new hair. I love that. This actually looks great. Oh, I can't wait to try this out. Okay. Dark and Lovely hairstyle partnership. Look at that. It says, and there's even more hair. Part 2 of the Sims 4 collaboration with Dark and Lovely arrives in this update with 2 color variants of the new lock braids. It says, check out Dark and Lovely's Play in Color, a campaign that champions diversity and inclusion and spotlights the game changers who are redefining the rules in the games industry. Booyah! That is awesome. So it actually leaves some links that you could click on here. Then now we're at fingernails. It looks like French tips, coffin nails, and neutral palettes. Okay. Says I can see all the different colors. Excuse me. Says we're excited to bring more nail styles and color palettes. There are new designs for French tips and coffin nails to add flair to your fingertips. We've also added more palettes for everyone to express themselves more freely. A whole new series of nude nails is also available to provide an extensive selection to match natural nail beds. Excellent, excellent. I love that. Love that. Oh my gosh. Build mode. Here we go. Curved pools. I heard, I'm trying to think, I don't think I saw James Turner with the curved pools, but I heard something in his video about that, and I did hear something about the curved pools. So I'm seeing it now. I think it looks great. I don't know where this build is, but I kind of like that. I kind of like this build with the pool. Interesting. It says now your pools can have rounded corners. Curved pools work like curved walls. Place a corner piece and adjust the size. Mix and match with regular corners. Let your imagination run wild. There also is a new pool light, oblong wall light that works perfectly in curved pools. So now even though we've all done our little bits to try to make hearts, with the curve, now you're really going to be able to make heart-shaped pools. Okay, live mode, and I know a lot of people say live, but I do call it live. Live mode, relationship interactions. So it looks like there is a new tab or category. It says a new relationship category in the interaction menu now contains actions across the base game and a number of packs that directly relate to relationship status, such as ask to join household or become best friends. Okay, that sounds good. Wait a minute. Safe music streaming? Wait a minute. The music section of game options now has a safe for streaming. Toggle to play only the music that is safe for streaming. The Sims 4. When this is checked, you don't have to worry about your stream or video running into copyright issues. We'll be adding more music with streaming friendly licensing as time goes on. Okay. That's important for all of us who stream and make videos. The only thing I don't understand when it says the music section of game options, I need to look at that safe for streaming. Is that talking about the Sims 4 just general music is safe? Or is it talking about when the Sim is listening to their radio that is safe? I need to look at that. Or maybe both will be safe. We're going to look at that. Okay, neighborhood stories. All right. It says Neighborhood Stories now has 2 new options. I'm looking. Okay. Within the managed households, friendship changes, I see that, and romance changes. This enables Sims in other households to start and end those type of relationships on their own. You can use the mailbox each day to check recent neighborhood stories. For news such as Sims your household knows becoming best friends, breaking up, or getting back together. Oh, that's cool. I like that. It says conversation panel. Sentiments about liberty. I see that. And then it says casual discussion. All right. It says we gave a new coat of paint to improve the usability of that panel that appears at the top of the screen when your active Sim is in a conversation. Did you know you can do all these things with it? Select the Sims portraits to see. I didn't know you could select the Sims portraits, okay? Select the Sims portraits to see their mood, their relationship levels, regular and romantic with your Sim. Select the book icon, okay, to see that Sim sentiment with your Sim. Oh, we're going to have to try that out. Okay, here comes the big part. Bug fixes. Okay, base game / multipack. Top fixes. Toddlers now receive top-notch or happy reward traits after reaching the required skill levels. Leave no toddler behind. Okay. Stair railings no longer disappear when one tile is placed next to a one-tile room. Okay. When Sims change their mind about how they're walking to somewhere, they no longer teleport to their final destination. Well, that's good. Sims who are not part of the date interrupt conversations less often. Buzz off, bub. I know that's right. Okay. Sims no longer receive a breakup want when they have high romantic relationships with that Sim. Okay. Yeah, if you have a high relationship, you don't want them to break up with you or want to break up with you. When leaving Create a Sim, the makeup sliders now maintain their settings. Okay. Fingernails no longer are warped for male Sims with a female frame and vice versa. The same goes for nails with various outfits. Okay. Several nose rings now fit properly. Okay. Pierce to your heart's content. So these look like they're links. I don't want to click on one of them yet. It says we smoothed out the frame rate stuttering that sometimes occurred a few minutes after launching the game. So I'm going to see what happens if I do a new tab. We're going to click on this tab. Okay, so it's just the Sims. Okay, that's fine. All right. Live mode. Sims in a relationship will no longer receive unsolicited autonomous flirtations from other Sims unless they have the non-committal trait, of course. Sims will dance if the radio is turned on and playing music, but they'll save their dance moves if the radio is turned off. Does that go for the person who dance? What is that? What is that? There's the one trait. There's a trait. Because my Sim would always just dance with that trait. I have to look that trait up. I want to say disco, but I don't remember. Okay, so enchanting and flirty interactions are now only available for Sims who are compatible with the active Sims orientation. Okay. Married Sims no longer receive a want to flirt with Sims who are not their spouse. Okay. Teen Sims will no longer feel jealous around a previous team's romantic partner who has become a young adult. Okay. Jealousy was getting ahead of itself. Those jealous buffs were wrongly calling an engaged sim a spouse. We've calmed things down and fixed the mix-up. All right. Upon learning a sim's woohoo interest and opening their sim profile, the sim profile will no longer say no one, even when the sim has a woohoo interest in men/women. The knowledge of a sim's sexual orientation and their sim profile will now remove outdated information when that sim changes their sexual orientation and create a sim. Okay, cool. The need for fun won't stop a sim from enjoying their meal. They'll finish eating before fulfilling their fun needs. That's good. When multitasking two books being read, the sim will no longer skip the first book. Now they will read it, put it away, and then go for the second book. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Or my glasses, I got something on my glasses. Or my eye got all blurry, something. Let me go back and look. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Multitasking. Okay. Make a move. Now is available between Sims whose marriage was established in Create a Sim. Cool. If a Sim is rejected after asking another Sim on a date, a notification will be given on why they were turned down. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Ghost Sims are now available for Ask on Date from the relationship panel. Okay? Both the host sim and the sim's date can contribute to the main date goal with one another. Before, only the host sim could accomplish the goal. That's true. Okay, if a sim heads off to work or school during an event, the event will come to an end. Duty calls. So I have a question about that. So, because I think what that means is if you do an event like, let's say, the welcome wagon, and you have to go to school and you're a single sim, I'm hoping that means the event will end so you can go to school. Not that the event continues on and you ran to school, but I'm hoping that means that if you still have somebody in the household, the event, whatever it is going to continue, because I do yard sales and sell paintings. And if my toddlers or my children go off to school, I don't want it to stop. I want to continue because I'm still there. So we're going to have to look at that. Okay, planning a stay over during an event at the Sims home will bring the event to a successful close. Time to kick back and relax. Okay. If a discovery quest appears during an event, the event progress bar will not reset if the discovery quest is canceled. Okay. If a discovery quest appears during an event that has goals and rewards, your Sims now keep their event titles and the progress remains visible. All right. Sims will be able to ask on date without the need for romantic relationship. That won't stop Sims from rejecting the date proposal if things are off, though. Okay, well, that's cool. I like that idea, because what if you suddenly don't have any romantic interest with somebody? Your Sim doesn't, but all of a sudden they want one. They want to test the waters, and they just say, well, you want to go out with me? So, and maybe they're best friends, All right. Where am I? Okay, when planning an event. Did I do that right? Wait a minute. Okay, yeah. When planning an event, the plumb bob will appear next to the venue choices when scrolling through the available locations. I like that. When planning an event, the selected venue will appear at the top of the selection list if you navigate away and then back to the venue selection. All right, that's some tweaking they did. That's good. When planning an event, sims that are pre-selected will now count as a single entry rather than not being counted. Okay. When planning an event on console, the tooltip will now inform that a sim has been changed from guest to a hired role. Additionally, a tooltip will appear if the sim being hired for a role has work scheduled during the event. That's kind of cool. When planning an event on a console, the location image will not appear in the description section of the planning page. Just the description text will appear. Okay. When setting up an event, the check mark for each phase, such as invite sims, now is on the right side of the button for easier reading. All right. A sim now can learn about another sim's financial status when they get to know that sim. I like that. That's a cool add-on. Lips are synced so that sims making out keep their lips on their kissing partner. No more awkwardly talking mid-kiss. I don't think I ever saw that, but that could be funny. I'm sure there's some YouTube vids out there with that on, or some shorts. When sims get steamy in the shower from Woohoo, music now jazzes up the moment. Okay. Sims in more restrictive costumes now kneel instead of sitting cross-legged. All right. Sims wearing the hot dog costume will not intersect with their knees while kneeling on the ground. I've never seen that. Okay. Skinny dip with no longer is available on pools when there are no other sims are nearby. Okay. The complete text for a joke falling flat now appears on failed comedy and funny socials rather than getting cut off in the pop-up. Okay. Mugs and tumblers fit better in Sims hands now. That's nice. Music will continue to play in live mode even if next song is selected while the game is paused. Okay. The highlight for newly acquired sentiments that appears around the Sim's portrait in the relationship panel is removed once the Sim profile is opened. Okay. I'm not sure I saw that. Okay, well, I'll probably notice a difference or I won't. Unavailable actions in the interaction menu are easier to read now. Icons appearing with the music note have been fixed and are now playing in the right direction. I'm assuming they weren't. The text of phone call pop-ups now fills the space better. Nice. Shadows no longer are checkered for some platforms. Okay. Placing a lot from the gallery no longer changes the color of the world on some platforms while the lot is building. I haven't had that problem. Pressing Alt plus Tab in full screen mode on Windows now opens the task switcher for computers with DirectX 11. Some interactions related to Sims being affectionate, sleeping in bed, reading books, going to other locations, and asking Sims on dates are more performant. Okay. I'd like to see what that looks like. Answering incoming text messages works with both control method types on console, hovering over the snapping the cursor. The correct venue is highlighted in the venue selection when planning an event from a Sims home lot on console. Looks like they had a few bugs on console. Thank you, Sim Gurus, for fixing. Okay, build mode. Cellar stair trim no longer extrudes down to the basement floor when the basement floor is removed. I've not seen that. Walls directly under stairs now properly cut away in the walls cutaway view. Okay. All mega double doors swatches now include transparent glass. Nice. Bar backs are included in the bars and bar backs category. Sounds like we got a new category that I haven't seen. Cool. Or it's a category. Okay. I may have seen it and just not realized. That's okay. I understand now. I understand now. Thank you. When building pools, rotate and copy no longer increase the cost of the pool. Okay. Large curved walls now can be placed on large curved platforms. That's definitely new. It's got to be, because I was thinking we couldn't do curved on platforms. All right. Create a sim. The ability to customize toddler toenails has returned. Look at those cute, colorful toesies. Oh my gosh, I love that. Fingernails no longer clip through the gloves of full body outfits. Okay, French tip nails have to be manicured to no longer intersect with fingers. Okay. Hair texture no longer changes when the tank top is applied to a female sim. The simoleons thrown by sims with the materialistic trait and create a sim now catch a little more air. Gotta show off the bucks with a bang. I love that. The contrast and font color have been improved for better readability in the styled looks section of Create a Sim. Oh, nice. All right. Look at all this. We're still going. We are still going. Gosh, it's been 30 minutes too. Okay, gallery server. Viewing creations from followers should return results more quickly, internet speeds allowing. So you can get straight into browsing all of their shared creations. Nice. Blocked players no longer show up in gallery searches. Nice. Simmers on PlayStation and Xbox can see their profile showcase uploads in the gallery again. So apparently that stopped working. Get to work. Oh my gosh, here we go. Scheduling events from the calendar while in Sixum no longer is available. Seems like there's no signal there. I could see that. Posing for a picture will look fabulous without creepy zombie teeth cutting into your face. I don't remember the creepy zombie teeth. So I bet there's a picture out there somewhere. Get together. Closets built into walls once again allow your Sims to woohoo and try for baby get together. Indeed. So I was having that happen. My Sims, the woohoo was and try for baby was not working at all in those. I was kind of sad. Sims will no longer ignore your desire to make out with when using the get together clauses. And that's exactly what was happening. Excellent. They fixed it. Thank you. Pronouns on the notification for acquiring the dance skill and asking about another sim are now correct. I hadn't noticed that that was incorrect. So I hadn't noticed. City living, rounded decks, walls, platforms, pools, and fountains can now be placed in apartments in San Myshuno. I love that. Rounded decks, walls. Well, we could do walls, platforms, pools. Okay, this I have noticed windows. So in the apartments in San Myshuno, you can delete the windows and put different windows in. Thank you. Okay, cats and dogs. A sim without the cat lover trait who is watching the sky from the picnic table with another sim who has that trait will not spontaneously stare elsewhere besides their partner in the sky. Okay. A sim with the cat lover trait will no longer slide in animations when sitting close to with another sim. Okay. Interactions for collecting cat and dog hair piles are more performant. Every follicle counts. That could be interesting. Sim clothes will no longer remain on when entering sim tattoo mode in the Create a Sim after using paint mode or selecting coat, colors, and patterns on pets. Oh, all right. So there was definitely something going on here. I am going to pause this video and I will be right back. And you won't notice a thing, I promise. All right. I told you you wouldn't notice. So I've had my dinner, I had my dinner had come. I've switched out my cappuccino for a cocktail. We're going to finish this. We left off, we had seasons. All right. Seasons. Now, oops. Let me get my earbuds real quick. So it said, Sims now can use indoor pools even when the weather is freezing. They can be directed to use outdoor pools, but won't do so on their own. Okay. Flower Bunny and Patchy the Scarecrow now are off the market for dates. Ain't that a slate toilet now has the appropriate two-tone swatch color. When planning a holiday, all traditions will correctly appear as selected when multiple are selected quickly. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, Get Famous. The colors of the male full-body trench coat no longer automatically change when paired with tall boots. Discover University professors no longer run away when attempting to take them on a date. I've never tried to date a professor. That's interesting. That's interesting because I don't even remember having a professor or meeting my professor. Okay. Cottage living. Foxes will no longer appear in managed households. These foxes were sneaking in somewhere they didn't belong. Finchwick Fair submissions now properly return to Sims inventory or to their household inventory after the fair is over. Stealing is bad, Finchwick. So I've never had this issue because I've never done the fair. I think I've did it once, maybe. But I never really had the issue. But I did see James Turner when he was doing the cottage living. He was always having this issue. All right, high school years. Teens Sims can now complete their aspiration goal by using the Ask About College parties, phone interaction with other teens, and then sneak out through the openable window. All right. I've never done that. If acne is disabled in the game options, it will not appear on Sims in live mode. Okay. Well, that's important if you don't pick it, right? The correct icons now appear in the action queue for admire courage, moving too fast, and talk about marriage, rather than showing the Sim's face. Okay. The social bunny icon now looks more social instead of romantic. All right. Once a teen becomes a young adult, the ask a crush out and chat with a crush once are no longer available. The light is back in Sims' eyes with certain hairstyles. Okay, I guess we lost the light in their eyes. Talk about marriage now appears in the small talk section of the interaction pie menu and won't always surface to the main pie menu interactions. Okay. Benchmark seatings preview image now is pink when viewing the pink swatch. I can't blame it. Blue's a great color. That's funny. Okay. Growing together. Even if two Sims have amazing compatibility, romantic interaction won't always be successful. Haughty herringbone wall and floor tile color swatch for the gray version now matches instead of being black. Don't mind it. It was just going through an emo phase. Okay. Teen Sims will only have memories of first mess around and will not confuse this with first woohoo. Teens will have to wait for adulthood for that. And Lil is in the house. Hello, Lil. When I was having dinner, she was sitting next to me after dinner. We watched a video and she was on my lap. So now she thinks she needs to be with me, which I totally understand. Okay. The social compatibility. Oh, wait. Picture booth. Come here, baby. I know. Come here. Photo booth pictures will now fit nice and snug inside the hodgepodge photo collage frames. All right. The social compatibility icon has been improved in the relationship panel to better represent compatibility. Okay, she's just rubbing on me. It's okay, baby. Horse ranch. Let me move this. I'll pet you in a minute. You don't have to get up in my ear. Horse ranch. If a sim leaves a conversation while mounted, they no longer blather on indefinitely. Okay. Chestnut Ridge now shows its attractions when considering it for a vacation. You need to not get up in my ear, Lil. I'm trying to read this, okay? Everybody, Lil is in the house. Just so you know, she needs some love, needs me to rub her ear. I know. Okay, the tourism board wants you to visit for Dread Horse Caverns, its rare fishing spots, and of course the horseback riding. Ask about getting a horse now shows the friendly. Oh, she saw my daughter go into the kitchen. She thinks she's getting wet food. That's why she darted off my lap and scratched my abdomen and didn't care. Thank goodness I'm padded with some extra clothing today. Okay. What is that? Okay. Ask about getting a horse now shows the friendly interaction icon in the action queue rather than showing the horse trainer's face. Up to 8 Sims can enter the equestrian center instead of just one to spectate competitions. Yee-haw. If the computer is broken, Sims now have to repair it before they can purchase or rescue a horse with it. That makes sense. Horses move more smoothly and navigate more directly at fast speed and ultra speed. Horses no longer telepath to their destination when trying to walk backwards in fast speed or ultra speed. Fowls turn around instead of sometimes going backwards to use objects. Okay? Horses have lots of locomotion improvements. They travel more directly to their destination, slow down when going through gates, and stop more smoothly. They walk in and out of narrow spaces and gates, forwards and backwards more deftly. All right. Moreover, autonomous horse movement is more performant. Sims on horses no longer recognize. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Let me repeat. Now, I've had a cocktail. Okay? I'm still drinking a cocktail. I may make some flubs. I'm just saying. Okay. Where was I? See? Okay. Moreover, autonomous horse movement is more performant. Sims on horses no longer socialize with Sims through walls. Well, that's good. God, this is a big update. For rent, residential rentals are now available for penthouse slots. Okay. Interesting. We were waiting for residential renters to high rise to the occasion, and now they're ready to be built to your specifications. I'm interested in this, very interested. The name of the residential rental lot will stop reverting back to its default name. The amount of rent per day now can be set with a controller on console. So apparently that wasn't able to happen. Households that do not use utilities such as power and water and owe 0 simoleons will not receive messages that threaten utility shutoff. Well, that makes sense, right? Okay. When the property owner is visiting a tenant unit on the same residential property, the sim picker specifies visit unit rather than displaying go home. Deleting and then undoing the deletion of a shared unit wall in a residential rental lot that has reached its maximum unit capacity will no longer cause issues with the create unit functionality. Visiting the property owner on the same residential property will no longer state that the property owner is not home. They can't escape meeting you now. Okay. Changing the name of the penthouse residential rental will also be reflected in the property management interface and lot name headers. Okay. Sell a residential rental is specifically used to avoid confusion with commercial businesses when selling residential property. All versions of Oh So Floral, Oh So Fancy Tile now are shiny. Nice. The rent shown now is correct based on the unit size and amenities. When renting a residential unit, a tooltip now specifies rent unit before confirming the rental, similar to renting an apartment. Okay. Okay. Tenants and property owners can now find each other in the business filter of the relationships panel. The ability to increase and decrease the panel height on console is now available for the own business panel. The unit selection display for residential rentals in managed worlds now uses the D-pad instead of L1 and LR in PlayStation and LB or RB in Xbox when changing floor level. Well, that's cool. Okay. Spa day. Short, round nails look more natural and match the preview image. Thank you. Look, there is a dine out. They actually updated a little dine out. Sims will drink and eat autonomously when they order both food and drinks at a restaurant. Previously, they would only drink. Sims no longer get stuck when replacing a restaurant they are running with another from the gallery. I don't know that. Okay. Special non-playable Sims like Michael Bell are no longer available to be hired for restaurants. So that means you can't hire Agnes either, because James Turner hired Agnes. Just saying. Neighborhood Sims now leave the restaurant after completing the eating of a grand meal and will no longer wait until the restaurant is closed. Wearing the respectable shirt and vest combo was cutting off circulation, causing a groove to appear around the Sim's fingers. The cuffs have been loosened and the Sim's fingers are back to normal. And they even updated vampires. So occult rank status for non-household occult Sims can now be seen in the Sim profile. Excellent. Batuu, they did Star Wars Journey to Batuu for galactic safety. Scheduling events from the calendar while in Batuu is no longer available. That is hilarious. My Wedding Stories. Wedding cakes now note that only the Sim who plans the event can select the cake. Call off the wedding is available on both the Sim and the wedding arch while performing the vows. Never too late to call it off until it is. Sims who are hungry will not eat the wedding cake until instructed. Go eat something else. That I had that happen, so I understand. Sims who travel to Tartosa can now successfully get married to their partner at Town Hall. Nice. Nice. We heard that you wanted the option to plan a wedding with the base game wedding event even when you have My Wedding Stories. So Sims now can choose between plan wedding event from the base game or plan customized wedding event from the My Wedding Stories when they're ready to get married. Sims now stand instead of sitting on the floor from take your seats if there aren't enough chairs. All right, so werewolves, the sweater no longer distorts at the arm for male Sims when viewing from a distance. Okay, Crystal Creations. When a Sim wears jewelry crafted and charged with the fire opal crystal on a date, completing date goals will count 50% more towards the date scores. That's cool. Bust the Dust. The Filth Kills the Fun moodlet now has a unique, Lord, I was going to say unicorn. Okay. The Filth Kills the Fun moodlet now has a unique icon all its own. Aww. Sims no longer get multiple negative nest moodlets at the same time. Well, that's good. Oh, are you getting down? He's getting down. Go, girl, go. Okay, Industrial Lot. The preview image of the Johnny Says Sweet Revenge sofa faces the same direction as the other couches in build mode. Urban Homage. The track pants are now correctly tagged as masculine. Okay. Riviera Retreat. All Riviera Retreat rocks are included in the rock category in build mode. Yay! Essence of Bergamot planter now exists fully in this realm. It was semi-transparent before. All right, so that is it. There is a lot we need to explore. That's all I'm saying. It looks like there is a lot we need to explore with all these updates. I'm impressed, Sims 4. This has been a long time coming on some things, although I know of some other things that need to be fixed. But you know what? I'm okay. Thank you for all of this. I love this. I cannot wait to play it. I haven't loaded my Sims since I downloaded this update, but I might do that here and just kind of see what I can see that's different in Create a Sim and in build mode. I'm excited to put this in action. I'm actually very excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've been working on several different builds that I think I'll be able to maybe complete. I'm hoping by this weekend and get that uploaded, maybe do a speed build for you. I've been kind of working on a couple of them just here and there, so maybe I'll be able to pull that together by the weekend. So thank you so much for joining me today for this video. It is the first time I've done one like this, and I hope it went over well. If you like it, please like it, and please subscribe to my channel. I do hope that you enjoy The Sims and have the best day ever. I'll see you next time.